Here's my presentation on the Black aesthetic. If you look at this collage, it's a bunch of powerful figures and artists and a bunch of people that are very successful in their careers. Um, it's not just about that. They represent something deeper, a way of seeing and defining the Black identity on its own terms. That idea is known as Black aesthetic. Um, the Black aesthetic is a cultural movement that centers Black identity and self-expression, rooted in history, still shaped on how Black culture is represented today. I'll be going over how the history, or what the history of the Black aesthetic is, how it represents the identity, and how it shows up in athletes and culture, and a modern example of its impact that it has on modern day society. Starting off with the history of Black aesthetic, the Black aesthetic became essentially important during the Black arts movement of the 1960s and 70s, which is also connected to the Civil Rights movement. During this time, uh, Black artists and thinkers wanted Black people to be defined as themselves instead of mainstream society. One good example is Larry Neal. He's a major writer from that movement that explained that Black art should reflect Black experiences, not outside expectations. Um, this movement helped redefine what beauty and art is, how it's looked at in the Black community. Um, Next, we're going on to the identity and resistance. The Black aesthetic is not just about art, it's about resistance. It challenged traditional standards of beauty and embraced natural hair, darker skin, and African cultural roots. Malena Carrega, I don't know exactly how to say it, but she described it as creating meaning and identity from a Black perspective instead of relying on the outside imagery. This idea goes towards the collage because it shows like the confidence in who they are and what they do. How they expressed it through athletes and their overall culture is it was clearly seen in athletes like Serena Williams, being a high ticket tennis player, LeBron James being a high ticket basketball player, and Simone Biles. I don't know exactly what she did, but she came up on the list of very important athletes. They don't just compete, they express culture through their style and their confidence and how they carry themselves. These athletes show that identity and culture can be expressed through sports and not just art. A true world example is athletes like Naomi Osaka use their platform to speak about racial injustices while also expressing identity through fashion and social media. Bell Hooks also explains that representation is more than being seen. It's about having control over how people are seen and understood. This shows the black aesthetic as being evolved and continues to build itself today. In conclusion, the Black aesthetic is more than just style. It's a powerful way of expressing identity and resistance, also their overall culture. From its roots in the 1960s to present day, athletes and media continue to influence how this is portrayed. These images in this collage are not just individuals, they all represent a movement that is still active and shaping this world today. Going to the collage, I put a couple of history key elements and my contemporary example, obviously, um, showing how these people are so successful in what they do and how they've like really shaped the Black community to be how it is today. Yep, and that's my presentation. Thank you.